That mortar fire is getting closer. I must keep moving. Somebody work out a way to stop it!
Yeah, Mr. Epic. Sony can't be fucked to actually fix it so that when you're streaming from your PlayStation and the game crashes, the stream keeps going. Microsoft fixed that fucking years ago for their fucking system.
Those elephants will bring this place down.
PlayStation Master Console race my ass.
Identify yourself. Over there!
Now this part of the playthrough is going to be like an hour long. Maybe even less than that, because we're almost through the game.
Maybe I'm hearing things. Maybe I'm hearing. Who let that bloody elephant loose? Ah!
Need to move quickly. Faster, Arbaz, faster.
Watch out!
That was close.
Hold your fire! I'm impressed, Arbaz. It's a shame that we find ourselves on such different sides.
Thank you. How about not killing me then?
How about this? I will give you a chance to live. If you can beat me one-on-one, you walk away. What say you to that?
No tricks. A fair fight.
No tricks. You win, you leave. I win, you die.
No mercy!
Clever boy.
Come on, Captain! Get him!
Good.
Show him his place! Finish him! Finish him! Show him his place! Get him! Come on, Captain! No mercy!
It will be an honorable death at your hands, assassin.
No. You will have to live knowing an assassin beat you. The men who stand here now will know you were defeated.
Stand down, men. He has earned the right to live.
If I see you again, Burns,
You won't. There is nothing left to see.
Amid, I have them. I have the box and the Koh-i-Noor.
Arbaz, Sleeman and his troops have taken the palace.
What? Piara.
Sleeman has her.
It is a trap! They know you will come!
Perhaps, but they will not see me coming.
Alright, so we're on the final level. The game crashing, causing the stream to end as well, means that this part will be very, very fucking short. Which really pisses me off. To the point where, if it keeps happening too often this year, I'm going to stop exporting my vids to YouTube and not give a shit about whether or not parts are 10 minutes long, 2 hours, 1 hour, 5 hours, 10 minutes. Really fucking pisses me off. Plus, it lessens my value as a streamer.
Hold on, Piara. I'm coming.
Because I hate having playthroughs where one part will be 10 minutes, another part will be an hour due to games fucking crashing. And consoles not being updated to allow for a game to crash while you're streaming and for the stream just to go to an idle fucking screen. It goes to an idle screen when I press the PlayStation home button to look at other stuff. The stream doesn't stop. But when the game crashes, no. Sorry, fuck you streamer, your stream has to stop. Then people leave because they think I've ended the stream.
Mark him out!
Oh really, Super Meat Hands? You tried streaming the other day and it cut off 4 times, with the shortest it lasting being under 6 minutes. Damn. When I first started streaming, I streamed from the Xbox directly. And for a while, if your game crashed while streaming from the Xbox, the stream would also stop. But they eventually fixed it so that when the game crashes on the Xbox, when you're streaming directly from it, it just goes to an idle screen until you restart your game again, and then the game comes back on the stream. I don't know why Sony can't do that with their system.
Identify yourself. Help! Over there. This way! Here! Help! This way! There!
Yes, Super Meat Hands, it can be. Yeah, just using the smoke bomb on multiple enemies. But I forgot about the mine that was laid there.
Where were you before you got stationed here?
Jaipur was a lot easier work than this place.
Here! Over here! Get him! Here! Next time we kill you!
I like to make sure that the last enemies I kill are in this spot, because then when this gate opens and an enemy comes out, I'm closer to the gate before it closes. Whereas if you wait until you only have an enemy up on the higher level, then you'll have to make more. You have more ground you need to cover. Sony, the different companies trying to compete against each other. For instance, take updates. Xbox adds onto the current folder while PSN creates a folder, and within it are all the updates within that folder. That's why when it says on Xbox it shows the entire amount of data while PSN only shows how big the current update file is. Yeah.
Who's there? Lower the gate!
It's RNG whether you get hit there or not. No matter how fast you are, if the game decides that's where you get hit, that's where you get hit.
Shoot him down!
Quick, Rabaz.
Hey Shadow. Surprised I'm not playing Shadows, and also quite glad. Not as yet. Yeah, I don't care about spoilers for it, so I'm going to be watching videos that talk about spoilers and stuff. Mainly for stuff outside of general story things. When it comes to Isu related stuff and things that have already happened in other games, making sure that whatever they've done in the new game doesn't ruin or retcon what has come before. So that's what's going to determine whether I actually play it at all. Some of the gameplay looks good, but that's not enough for me. If they ruin the lore of the series, there's no point in me playing the game.
There she is.
I know you're there, assassin. One false move on your part, and I'm afraid your beloved princess will suffer the consequences.
If Sleeman sees me, I'm dead.
You've brought this on yourself, assassin. You've meddled with things that don't concern you or your kind. We should have ended this long ago, but we let your puny little order slip through our grasp. Well, I am to make up for that mistake, starting with you. You should already be dead, assassin. I thought that rabid dog Burns would be the end of you. You've only really got one choice, you know. Give me the pound, you assassin.
No. I was using the Helix blend. The Helix Dash, I mean. Don't cheat, game.
You've only really got one choice, you know. Give me the box and the diamond, and I will kill only you.
I mean, yeah, I didn't have much left, but
Run out of fancy tricks?
it felt like I was being quick enough.
You've only really got one choice, you know. Give me the box and the diamond. Too slow.
I'm glad I'm not doing a challenge where I have to restart the chapter from desynchronizing. Been there, done that.
You've
Wasn't
only
fun.
really got one choice, you know. Give me the box and the diamond, and I will kill only you. I'm growing weary of your little vanishing act, assassin. Why don't you step out of the shadows and face me like a man? Too slow.
Super Meat Hens, you've not really anything about lore, but you've heard people say that they should have combined both playstyles of the two characters into one single character and keep it simple like that. Yeah. Because there's a division of players who don't like stealth and prefer combat versus players who don't like combat and prefer stealth.
I'm growing weary of your little
They're trying to
vanishing
cover
act,
both
assassin.
bases at the same time,
Why don't
giving
you step
people
out of the
the
shadows
ability
and face me
to
like a man?
switch between not only playstyles but also characters. So if you don't like one character, you can play as the other. So you will say you do not have a problem switching between both controllers. Me neither, actually, Sona. Yeah, I'm the same between different consoles.
There. Be a good boy and just die. Help!
And that's the game.
Let her go, Sleeman. We can resolve this without her.
Give me the box and the jewel, and I'll let her live.
Let her go first.
No. The box and the jewel. Toss them now.
I'm sorry, Abbas.
Kiara. I'm sorry too.
You'll both be very sorry if you don't toss me that box and the jewel now. Damn!
Are you okay? Did he hurt you?
Did you not see? I hurt him.
I may recruit you into the Brotherhood.
Shut up. Now go after him and get that box back.
I'm not leaving you. The place is filled with Templars, Piara. The Brotherhood will get this box back.
The Kohinoor. You grabbed it.
So the Kohinoor diamond is something that comes into play in Assassin's Creed Syndicate when you do the Last Maharaja DLC content. And this is a spoiler, but the Queen has around her neck on a necklace the Kohinoor. But not really. It's actually a fake. The real one in the AC universe never actually left India. So the one that they get in Syndicate is a fake one. And Henry Green smashes the necklace or the diamond in front of Evie and Jacob and the Maharaja, and they're all like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "It's a fake. The real one never left India." So this is the same Kohinoor that Arbaz is talking about. And of course, Arbaz is Henry Green's father, so that's why Henry knows that the one the Queen has is actually a fake, not a real one. Mr. Epic, you've seen Noe's melee fight compared to Yasuke, doesn't matter. There's actually an after credits sequence, so you have to watch the credits though for it to actually activate. So while that's going on, I'll catch up to chat. Mr. Epic, you've seen Noe's melee fight compared to Yasuke, doesn't matter that much in that, to be honest, in your opinion. Well, I mean, they have said that Yasuke has stronger attacks than she does. More powerful kind of attacks that she can't do. Super Meat Hands, you know investing into a new IP is risky, especially with all these layoffs, but they should make a new IP that caters to the action side of gameplay, so the stealth game would remain for stealth fans instead of being watered down. That's definitely a good idea. Like, if you look at Remedy Entertainment, they can do different genres of games, but still set them in the same universe. Like, Control is similar to Alan Wake, for example, in terms of, like, they're both dealing with some kind of supernatural force, but they're very different styles of games, you know. So I think that's what Ubisoft should do with Assassin's Creed. And again, it's a good reason to bring back the title Assassin's Creed Chronicles, because then you could also do that too, as well. Or maybe even not, you know, come up with a new name and make it obvious from the get-go that they're in the same universe as well. There we go, so I've practically finished the game in this stream, and the first stream session before the game crashed and the stream had to end automatically was, I think it was about 3 hours. So this one was only 28 minutes. And this is the shit that I hate. Like, granted, I know there's people that prefer short parts to a playthrough on YouTube. There's some people that prefer to have it, you know, 2 hours at a time, maybe 2.5, and then have the, you know, the parts actually condensed as well, and all that kind of stuff. But personally, I hate exporting VODs for a playthrough where one is 3 hours and one's 28 minutes. Because the time it takes to actually take both VODs and edit them together and then render them, I don't have that kind of time. Because it takes hours to render it anyway. So that plus uploading time. Super Meat Hens, maybe a spin-off coming from the bad guy's point of view, but have it more action-based. That's true. Yeah, they could definitely do that. Or they could have done that. Might be too late now. If you want to go caveman style with a big stick, then you could play with Yasuke. Not for you, though. Well, that's the thing with having two characters, one stealth and one combat, is that if you make the game where you don't have to play as one or the other, then you got to make sure that everything suits that then too, as well. Just in case someone, like, but then it's like, what happens if someone likes to play as both characters? You know, need to make it work in that way as well. It's a shame that you can't just skip the credits and then the cutscene plays. I've tested in the past, and if you skip the credits, then the after credits cutscene doesn't play at all. For Chronicles China, India, and Russia. Well, actually, Russia's different, because the after credits scene isn't actually after the credits. Because once you unlock the passwords, and you've actually unlocked the scene that gets unlocked, then you can just go straight to that scene whenever you want and rewatch it. But yeah, for China and India, you have to wait for the credits to finish. It's just a little reference to Syndicate. Mr. Epic, you kind of miss PS4 controllers. The only PlayStation consoles I've owned is PS1, 2, and now 5. Super Meat Hens, at least having to wait for credits to play is bulking out this second bit of the stream. That's a good point. People in the past broadcast can just skip ahead. I did do a trial of only doing 1 to 2 hour stream sessions, ending the stream and then coming back and then starting another one. But I don't know. Because the problem with that is that when you actually finish one stream, people leave and don't come back for the next stream, even though it's only like a 5-minute difference between one stream ending and one beginning as well. So I don't know. But it's just annoying when the game crashes and then the stream ends. So the one thing you miss about PS3 is that when playing shooters L1 and R1 with the aim down sight and shoot, while PS4 switched it up with L2 and R2 being the aim and shoot. Oh, so they changed that from that, did they? Yeah, I can't even remember now if that was like that for the PS1 or 2. Super Meat Hens, you owned PS1, 2, 3. You did pre-order both the PS4 and PS5, but when the day came closer to their releases, you just became uninterested in them. That's fair enough too as well. Plus saves money as well. So you also play inverted because that was GoldenEye and Perfect Dark used inverted as default. Yeah. Is that when up is up and down is down, or is that the opposite? Ah, the opposite, so up is down and down is up. Yeah, I prefer it when up is up and down is down. Once this stream is finished, the next stream that I'll be doing is my scheduled Red Dead Redemption 2 stream. But I'm going to wait a while before I start that stream because there's some things I want to do with the PS5 before starting that stream. But it'll probably be, it's almost 2 PM my time, so it'll probably be another 2 to 3 hours after this stream is finished when I come back with Red Dead 2. Be a good opportunity to have a break as well. Mr. Epic, you tried using Xbox a few times with 2 generations, but you always played a few games on it and never touched it again. So after that you were like, it's not worth it. And PS4 and 5 had better exclusives. That's definitely the way to see it too as well. Because, like anything, whatever sort of like value you see in it, you want to make sure that you actually get that in return. So if you buy something and you don't really play that many games on it, then it sort of becomes a thing where it's like you've spent that money to not get as much out of it as the game cost. Super Meat Hands, was time splitters inverted? You can't remember if it was or not, as you remember there being one FPS on the PS2 that had weird controls to other FPS games, but for some reason you couldn't play it with the other normal controls of the others. That actually makes me think, Super Meat Hands, about console settings that I can't remember which console started it, but the default that you can make it so that whenever you load up a game, the game will automatically have the options for certain things switched to whatever you've set it for your console as default, like things such as accessibility options and all that kind of stuff. Credits about to finish. So this is a scene that's coming up with Arbaz and Ethan Fry, Jacob and Evie's father. So your brain locked out as default settings. You tried so hard to have it as up equals up and down equals down, but you cannot use that settings. That's definitely fair enough. It's good that they have the option to change it. Whatever is more comfortable and whatever makes the experience better. Super Meat Hand sounds like it could be the Xbox. You only say that because they did invest into making controllers for people with disabilities, so it sounds like something they would do. Yeah, I think it's great. It's definitely a good idea as well. Because if people want to play a video game, then if there's parameters that can be set to make it so that they can play it, I'm definitely all for that. Like if someone is vision impaired, it's unfair to say to them, well, we're not going to make any options for you to choose to make it a game that you can play. It's like, that would be, unfair. So if you need to have like subtitles larger, then that should be an option. If you need to have a background behind the subtitles, that should be an option. Because the thing about options is that they're optional, which means you don't actually have to do it. So if there's something that is optional that you don't like, then you can choose not to worry about it. So if you don't like subtitles to be really big, then you don't have to make them really big. You can make them smaller if you want. I never got that idea about taking away options to please people that don't choose those options. This doesn't make sense to me. It's like it's optional. Mr. Epic, you heard recently that the Gears of War remasters and the new Halo games are also maybe coming to PlayStation 5. So you think Xbox is going to start becoming streaming only in the future and no consoles anymore? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised for sure. It definitely seems to be moving in that kind of direction. Everything's becoming like a subscription service. If you want to get the full benefits of the service, you need to actually pay a subscription. Versus if you don't, you just get minimal, things that you can do or make use of. Alright, after credit scene coming up.
You have my thanks, Arbaz. Cannot have been easy to retrieve the diamond.
Take good care of it, Ethan. It is truly unique. It would be a shame if its fate was to remain hidden in a safe.
I will. You have my word. The diamond's journey is just beginning.
I'm surprised they're not working on, that anyone knows of course. I'm surprised they haven't worked on another game with the Fry family involved. Because I still feel like there's things that could be done with their family. I reckon a Godfather 2 style structure would be interesting. Have a game with Jacob and Evie and Henry in India for one part of the story, and the other part is memories that you can experience with Ethan and Cecily Fry, who are the parents of Jacob and Evie, and come up with some kind of like a story thing that's happening that kind of relates to the different time periods. So there might be something that the Fry, well, there might be something that Ethan and Cecily are dealing with that relates to something that Jacob, Evie, and Henry are dealing with in their time period. Or they could have done Assassin's Creed Chronicles London and done that. They could have done that. But as I've said before, I know not everyone likes this style of game, but when I say that they should have continued the Chronicles games, I don't mean that they all should be the same style. Like, definitely change it up a bit. But still use the title, because then you can do spin-offs and cover characters that may not have even had a game before. Like Yusuf. Also characters like Claudia Auditore. It's so funny, you know, because like whenever they advertise female characters in the AC series, they never really advertise female characters that were in the series in the early days. It always seems to be Cassandra. I mean, now it will be Naue, of course, because the latest game in the series, but it's like you've got Maria. Granted, they're not all assassins that you've played as, but still. I feel like there's a lot of characters, also male characters, that we've only seen in the games. We haven't actually played as them, that we could have played as them in a Chronicles game, or a spin-off, you know, things like that. Adewale, another character we could have played as in an actual full game. I know some people consider Freedom Cry an actual full game, but it's actually a DLC. For some reason, they made it a DLC that was also purchasable separately, and you load it up separately from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. But the version I had on the Xbox already had Freedom Cry integrated into the base game. So if you wanted to play Freedom Cry, you had to select that in the menu, and then it would go into that. Whereas on the PlayStation version, I had to get Freedom Cry separately. Super Meat Hens, you know, there was a guy who was basically blind that has managed to finish a bunch of games. Not sure about what he's up to now, but last time you heard a few years ago was that he was attempting to beat one of the Souls games from FromSoft. That is really cool. It's great that they're able to play games and be able to enjoy the experience that you know, gaming can actually provide. Now I'm actually ending the stream properly, officially. Thank you everyone for watching the stream. I definitely appreciate it a lot. The next stream that you'll see from me will be Red Dead Redemption 2. That's my scheduled game. This was just a game that I felt like doing a playthrough of earlier than my scheduled game, because I just felt like it. I want to give some shout outs before I end though. That's all good, Sona, for the stream. No worries at all. would definitely like to recommend people check out Lucinda, who is doing a playthrough of Spyro the Dragon, the remastered version. We'll also be doing Spyro the Dragon 2 remastered. Also has on her channel going The Last of Us Part 1, and we'll also do a Part 2 as well, back to back, and then after those are finished, she'll be getting back to Resident Evil with Resident Evil 5. And Shadowlock is playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. He's a big fan of the series. He also does challenge runs with the AC series. Also a fan of the Dark Pictures series of horror games by Supermassive, as well as Dead by Daylight and the Mafia series as well. Super Meat Hands, have a good night or day, depending on if you're from the land down under. Absolutely, Super Meat Hands. I hope that you have a good day or night, whichever the case may be for you as well. It's currently 2 PM here at the moment. And I'll be back with my Red Dead 2 stream in probably about 3 hours. No, not 3 hours. Probably about 2 hours, I'd say. 2 to 2 hours and a half. Stoner Alaskan, The Last Frontier. Mr. Epic, Road, good night. Thank you for the GGs, Mr. Epic. I hope you have a good one too. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone has a good one. And I'll catch you next time.